High snap. The kick. Going into the corner, and that will go out of bounds. We'll see if it's marked off at the 15 or even at the 17-yard line. We'll see what the determination is. Flag on the play. We'll see what the call is as well.
Decent kick there by Catelier. Ball had a nice spiral coming off his foot. Anytime you can get that ball near the sidelines and limit the return, it's a good job.
And we'll see if that's going to be a redo of the kick. I don't know. The referees right now have not moved the yardsticks since the punt. And right now they will judge or give the penalty scenarios for Manitoba what they can do here. But as we speak, Manitoba may opt for a repunt. And it looks like it will be a repunt once again.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, that was a net of only 24 yards. You would think Manitoba might decline that penalty and take the result of the play, but they'll accept. Maybe they're hoping for a big return here.
All right, so Manitoba will get the ball maybe with better field position here. Alberta will punt the ball from the 50-yard line of Team Manitoba's territory. Catalia at his 46-yard line. Catalia, high snap again. Go in the same corner. High kick. We'll see where this goes out of bounds, and this might be marked off even better than before. So Manitoba takes the repunt, and they'll get really good field position to start off the second half on their first offensive series.
Well, this will be an important drive for Manitoba. First one in the second half. They had that big scoring drive on the last drive of the first half on that corner route.
Right.
So we'll see if they can keep that momentum going. I'm sure they'd love to put some points on the board here and narrow down the lead.
Bryson McNeil still at quarterback, 3 to his right, 1 lone receiver to his backside on the left side of the football field. McNeil, quick pass, caught up to the 36-yard line, tackle at the 38-yard line is number 81, Josh Nuransky, who caught a quick hitch pass, and it'll be second down coming up here for Manitoba.
Yeah, that's just a one-step hitch. Quarterback takes the snap, one-step throw, and hopefully receiver can make a guy miss. That's a solid gain of 5 yards. They'll try and do it again.
Nuransky's first catch of the game. Again, he's the ISO receiver to the left of McNeil. McNeil has 4 receivers now to his right. McNeil, 2-step drop, rolling, wait, he's going to run now, and he'll get stopped, and he gets rocked by number 77, Brigham Wilson, and that will bring up third down in 2 or 3 yards. We'll see what Manitoba does if they will opt for a third down gamble early, and they will not. They will punt the ball away.
Yeah, it looked like McNeil had a crosser open there. As you say, they had 4 receivers to the right-hand side. Brought one across low, one across high. Looked like that's where he was looking, but the pressure by Alberta D-line got to him too quick. Scrambled for a couple. Now they'll have to punt it away.
Has that been the difference so far this morning into the afternoon, the front 7 of Alberta controlling the line of scrimmage battle?
Absolutely. Alberta seemed to get a lot of pressure on McNeil so far today, whereas Manitoba has been held a little bit more in check by the Alberta offensive line.
Set to punt the ball away now is Manitoba. High snap. Going into the wind. A high kick, and the wind has definitely carried that one. That'll bounce out of bounds. We'll see what the referee marks it off. That might be, at best, a 17, 18-yard punt from Manitoba because of the wind.
Not even, Mo. I think that's maybe a 12-yard net there. Almost makes you think like you should put the punting away and just go for it every third down. Alberta will start here right at midfield.
So Alberta will have the ball at midfield. Back in the backfield is Taddy Siriwa. Siriwa makes one cut up, and he'll get 2 yards on the play as he's tackled by number 51, Brody Williams.
Tackle made by Williams.
Williams having a good day for the Manitoba second-level defense.
1 yard gain there by Alberta.
3 to Catalia's right, 2 to the backside. Catalia looking, waiting. He's got time, rolling out to the pocket. Catalia now going to throw it. He's got a man open over the head of number 80, Ben Pasiak. It will be a third down coming up for Alberta, and it appears they will punt that ball away. And a rare situation for Alberta. They didn't punt that much in the first half, but now they're punting again.
Yeah, well, Alberta ran that same play there with the running backs swing out and the receivers run interior routes. Looks like Manitoba might be picking up on it now. They cover it down. De Catalier tries to scramble but couldn't get anything from it.
Catali now back at the punter formation now, and he'll punt that ball away, and set to receive the ball is number 81, Josh Naransky for Manitoba.
Punt to the field here this time. We got a return.
Coming back now is Liam Grayson. He's tackled for a minimal gain here. My apologies, Joshua Weichel, number 3, who caught that ball. So flag on the play coming up on the situation here. Manitoba could have the ball at the 25-yard line with 7:43 left here in this third quarter. A 19-8 lead for Alberta over Manitoba, as this game was delayed by 20 minutes with Alex Noel, the backup quarterback for Alberta, going down with a serious injury and had to be carted off, and as a result created a delay, and now we're back in play 4 minutes into the second half of this football game.
Yeah, after that lengthy delay, the teams have seemed to stall a little bit. We have a 10-yard penalty on the return team. That'll back them up even further, down to their own 10-yard line.
So literally in the shadows of their goalpost is Team Manitoba. Can Bryson McNeil get them out of the goalpost area and hopefully gets them into position? Quads to the right. Handoff again. Great tackle by the front four of Alberta as they were able to swallow up the run game once again, as Caden Corey was stopped for a minimal gain.
Yeah, real nice job by the Alberta front there.
Trevor Wright, my apologies, number 32, was stopped for a minimal gain.
Gang tackle. Looked like Pelly was in there first. They've been a very strong unit so far in this game.
So Trevor Wright in the backfield. McNeil has 2 to his left. He's got 2 to his right. Alberta looking to get to the quarterback. McNeil rolling to his right, waiting. Screen pass over, caught, big hit. Big play, big hit by number 22, Matt Lushishin, and that is going to be a third and extremely long for Alberta, as they had nothing on the play by the Manitoba offense.
Yeah, Lushishin says, I've seen that play already. McNeil was doing a bit of a half roll to his right. Running back leaks out on the screen. Forces a high pass and gets hit right as he catches it. Real nice read by Lushishin.
As a result, Manitoba will punt that ball away. We'll see if they will give up the 2 points and take the field position with the win in their face.
Yeah, they've already conceded 2 points twice here. I expect them to do it again.
And they will punt the ball, surprisingly, and that ball is going to take a ride, and that may be, at best, a 10-yard net. The moment it left the foot of number 73, Austin Johnson, that ball was going for a ride, and that did not go that far.
Yeah, that punt went straight up in the air. They'll get a net of only 15 yards. And Alberta will start on the attacking 25.
Do you agree with that, by going for the punt as opposed for the give up the 2 points and win back the field position battle?
You know, I like to see the punt. It shows faith in your defense. It's just hard to say it was a good call when you get poor execution like that.
Here is Blackmore galloping his way up to the 10-yard line, and he will get tackled by Ethan Kimura. My apologies, Blackmore tackled by number 11, Keenan Uyabuchi.
Yeah, Blackmore saying, hey, I want to get on the action. Give me a jet sweep. He takes that for a first down. Good run.
Catali has 3 to his left, 2 to the backside, with Siwara in the backfield. Handoff, Siwara going up the middle, and he almost had one more guy to beat, and he almost had that for a touchdown, and he'll be tackled for a 2-yard gain, bringing up second down and a couple yards away from a first down.
Yeah, that was the counter we've seen already a couple times. Looked like he might break it. Good tackle by Cody Baranek to keep it to a gain of about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 here.
Catali going to a no-huddle look. 3 to his left, 2 to the backside. Siwara in the backfield. Play action. Catalier going into the end zone, open. Touchdown is Pasiuk, his second of the day, to make it 25-8 for Alberta.
They ran the counter on the play before On this one, they do counter play action. Quarterback pulls it, rolling to the boundary side, finds Pasiuk wide open on the near side. That's his second touchdown of the day.
Second TD of the day. And the Pasiuk clan is actually in attendance. I saw them at halftime. A few of them are here in person, so they are definitely happy to see their son, cousin, brother do very well right now. And is, as a result, 25-8 lead for Alberta. And Alberta cashing in on the punt, the short punt by Manitoba to give themselves a comfortable 17-point lead pending the extra point, which they will kick in mere seconds. Descatalier, the jack of all trades, punting, kicking, QBing, you name it. He's done it so far this morning. And it's good. So 26-8, 5:12 left here in this third quarter on Go TV and, of course, on Football Canada. Bob Michaelberg, Mocon here in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu with Alberta really controlling this football game from start to finish right now.
Yeah, tough to see that selection to punt the ball come back and bite Manitoba. Then again, earlier in the game, they decided to concede the safety and went on to give up a long drive. So you never really know what would have happened, but Ben Pasiuk takes advantage of the good field position, scores his second touchdown of the day, this one for 8 yards.
So far this afternoon now, 2 catches for 74 yards and 2 TDs for Pasiuk, who's had a great game. Descatalier, 194 yards. He's 6 yards shy of 200 for the game and 2 TDs. So he's been very good so far for Team Alberta. Obviously, with the big story is Alex Noel being taken to hospital, and with the entire team now playing for him and for the fact they want to win and go as far as they can and hopefully bring home a medal of some sort to Alberta.
Yeah, Alberta playing with a heavy heart here. As you say, playing for their teammate. They've extended the lead. The score is now 26-8. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in this third quarter.
Good kickoff to the 10-yard line. It goes to the hands of number 81, Nuransky, and that goes out of bounds. And once again, not the situation Manitoba wanted as they give up the point. So it is going to be 5:07 left here in this third quarter. And Manitoba really going in reverse as we speak.
Yeah, Nuransky not able to keep his eye on that ball. Slips through his hands, rolls into the end zone. That'll go for a rouge. Alberta gets one more point.
So right now, 5 minutes left here in this third quarter. Manitoba gets their second possession of this third quarter. Their first possession did not go so well for them. And now they look to matriculate the ball down by 19 in this early part of the second half.
There's still plenty of time here. I think the key still for Manitoba is to find something that works consistently. They've had a couple big plays, but nothing steady so far.
McNeil, play action. McNeil looking, loading up, going deep down the sidelines, and the wing carries that, and well defended by Alberta. Dean Leonard on the play. He's had a great game as the island cornerback on the field side of play.
Yeah, that ball hung up in the air there. Wind definitely playing a factor here today, blowing pretty hard from our left to our right. Manitoba going into the wind at the moment. We'll see if that affects their play selection. Didn't really affect it on that one. They decided to air it out.
No doubt. Ryan Johnson, the intended receiver, number 13 for Manitoba on the play. A little fluctuation of formation here. Now it's 4 receivers to McNeil's left. 1 running back. McNeil looking, going over the middle, caught. Big hit and a great tackle by Jack Burns on number 24 for Manitoba, Stein McIntosh. And now we're bringing up third down and a punt situation for the team in black.
Yeah, Joseph Dutton coming downhill there to make the tackle. Listed at a big 6'3", 190. Can't say enough about Alberta's front 7 today. Been playing real strong.
They've been playing very strong today, and they have been very ferocious at tackling and attacking the ball carriers in this game. 4:11 left here in this third quarter. 27-8 lead for Alberta over Manitoba. Next game up will be Team Saskatchewan against Team New Brunswick.
Alberta will get the ball back here. We'll see if they can keep moving the ball. They've had a good inside-outside attack.
McNeil punts that ball, and it's going to take a funny bounce, and that might be a loss. That ball went literally back to almost the line of scrimmage We'll see where they mark it off, but there is a flag on the play. We'll get the call from the referee right now. 3:49 left here in this third quarter.
Yeah, that ball took what we call an Alberta bounce.
And I'm sure they'll be happy to take that bounce.
Definitely. They've had the good inside running by Brent Berzik and a lot of outside stuff from their two slot backs.
So no yards, and that is adds more insult to injury for Manitoba. And again, no one can fault them with kicking into the wind, how tough it is. And to try to win that field position battle has not been effective for Team Manitoba. And this ball will definitely be very deep at the 35-yard line of their territory, with Alberta starting off with great field position once more. Catalia has 3 to his right. A false start, potentially, encroachment. We'll see what the call is here from the referee, but right now, everything going Alberta's way. And it's going against Manitoba, so they'll tack on 5 more yards on this drive.
It is Sawira in the backfield right now. Interesting, looked like their sort of starting running back, Landon Rose, would be the main guy, but he's only actually factored into the pass game to this point.
Rose opened up the game with a gorgeous 38-yard running catch, and they haven't looked back since then. Catalier, Sirira coming up, makes one cut, and he'll be tackled, and he'll be gang tackled, led by initially number 77 for Manitoba, Cody Brannick, and then followed up by the second level defense led by Brody Williams.
Yeah, good strong play by Manitoba defense there. That was 1st and 5 due to the penalty. They hold Alberta to no gain here. It'll be 2nd and 5.
3 to Catalier's right, 2 to the backside, 1 in the backfield. See what now motions out. Catalier, quick pass, caught. Makes one quick move, is Blackmore, it appears, and he's going to be tackled again by 3 or 4, if not 5 black jerseys. And that should be enough for a first down, depending where the marker is. But again, they have taken some shots, both teams that is, but they're able to hold on this time.
Well, Alberta got kind of lucky there. They got a very generous spot by the referee. The pass was caught well past the yardsticks, but he actually brought it back on his own. Referee could have spotted that ball in front of the yard line if he wanted to.
Blackmore, the motion man. Siwadov makes one cut up the field. No, he doesn't, and he'll be stopped for a loss as he is tackled by number 55, Jalen Burley, who's had a great game for the Manitoba front 4.
Yeah, Jalen Burley shoots through there. That must have been a missed assignment. He came in untouched. That was a bit of a stretch run out of the shotgun. Burley makes a tackle in the backfield for a 4-yard loss.
Approaching 2 minutes left in this third quarter. 4 to the right of Catalier. Catalier rolling to his right now, buying himself some time, going towards the sideline. Passer catches that, and he'll be forced out at the 15-yard line by number 31, Kalen Studel, and it'll be enough for a first down.
A nice flood concept there. Blackmore was the inside receiver, came down on the crack block on the defensive end to secure the rollout by quarterback Catalier. He had a receiver, 2 receivers in the sideline, 1 short, 1 mid-range. Found the middle one open for a nice 10-yard gain.
Short, quick snap. Catalia will bulldoze his way through with his beefy O-line for Team Alberta. Kellen Studel has had a busy game for the Manitoba secondary with a few tackles to his name. So it'll be first down now officially for Team Alberta, as they're now knocking on the goal line of the end zone of Team Manitoba, up by 19 with 1:52 left in this third quarter.
Very nice to see Alberta convert on that 3rd and short situation. The quarterback sneak is such a key play, especially in 3-down football.
Catalia's got 2 to his right, double tight end. Handoff again. And it'll be going up the dust of players, and that'll be a 2, if not 3-yard gain for Alberta, as they will now try to squeeze the life out of Manitoba with the run game.
Well, Alberta knocking on the door here once again. They're down to the 6-7 yard line here. Sticking with their no-huddle offense. They'll see if they can punch it in.
Catalia now has, again, 3 to his left. Play action, quick pass out, hitch pass, intended for number 17, Blake Klotz, and he was a yard too short to catch that ball. So it'll be a 3rd down coming up here. What do? Do you go for the points or go for the kill shot in the end zone?
Personally, I think you take the 3 points. You already have the 19-point lead here. It is a little frustrating to sort of miss up on your execution when you get down in tight, but you don't want to leave points on the board here.
Well, they will go for the field goal. Descatalier will go for his field goal attempt. Again, with the wind at his back, they should be able to have a better opportunity to kick this field goal. This is more or less a chip shot.
Yeah, this is an extra point chip shot, as I like to call it.
Well, now the CFL, NFL, the chip shots from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I like the rule change, actually. It's nice and creative. Might see some teams going for 2 more often.
The hold, the kick, and
oh,
it's
off the goalpost.
The upright and in. So nothing's guaranteed, Bobby, but in this situation it was. So it is now a 30-8 lead with 45 seconds left here in this third quarter. Bobby Michaelberg, Mo Con here on TVGO, and of course Football Canada. You can hashtag the word FCC 2015 at MoCon19 on Twitter, or at Football Canada for that matter, for your comments and questions throughout this tournament. Our next game that we'll have. So 48 seconds left in this third quarter. Our next game will be the heavily favored Team Saskatchewan against the New Brunswick team, and this is going to be a game that will be quite the test for Team New Brunswick, because Saskatchewan was so close to last year winning the gold medal, losing to Team Ontario 27-19, and will have a revenge on their mind to potentially make it to the gold medal game once again.
Manitoba elects to take the ball at the 35.
McNeil, broken play. McNeil not going to throw it away, and he does, as it was a broken play from the get-go, as number 13 for Manitoba, Ryan Johnson, was blocking as opposed to going out there to catch the football, but a broken play indeed from the get-go.
Yeah, McNeil and Corey there had a little mix-up in the backfield. McNeil voicing his displeasure with his running back Corey at their confusion. They'll have to settle for 2nd and 10.
Caden Corey still in the backfield. Johnson, the wide out to the right of McNeil. The lone back end is Tommy Simishin, who's now the back end receiver. McNeil facing the pressure, and he is going to be stopped and sacked. A big play by Tyrese Best, who gets in and gets that first sack for him in this tournament.
Boy, oh boy, just too much to handle for the Manitoba offensive line. I'd like to see Manitoba go to some plays here that can combat the speed and aggressiveness of the Alberta defense. Look for some screens, look for some draws. Then again, they've gone to it in the past and it's been sniffed out.
You can see from the highlight, Tyrese Best was licking his chops as he felt blood in the water and
Siren
smelt
goes
it.
for the third quarter here. We'll have the last play of the third quarter coming up.
Low snap. Good kick, and that's a high kick. Caught, fumble, that's a live ball. Still a live ball. Who has it? Flag on the play, and finally recovered. But we'll see if there's a no yards coming up against Team Manitoba.
Yeah, Dylan Roberts there muffed the catch. Looked like Manitoba had a good shot at recovering it, but tipped off the Manitoba player's hands as well. I believe Alberta has retained possession.
And it'll be Alberta ball from the 40-yard line on the left hash mark. They'll have the win for the last. We'll see if they play one more.
Referee is picking up the flag. They usually, the 2 different referees are responsible for viewing whether there was a player inside that 5-yard bubble. Another referee is responsible for seeing when the ball was caught. So they'll often throw that flag if they think no yards might have been committed, and get together after and say, no, the ball was actually touched beforehand, and pick up the flag.
So at the end of 3, it is a commanding 30-8 lead for Team Alberta.
0-0.
Après le 3 quarts, Bobby, la défense et l'attaque d'Alberta, c'est incroyable. C'est très fort pour Manitoba pour l'attaque. Qu'est-ce qu'il a fait en les derniers quarts?
Ben, Alberta a compté un autre 11 points dans 7 quarts. Il montre, comme vous dites, une attaque beaucoup plus puissante, beaucoup plus consistante. Ils font Ils font beaucoup de terrain avec le pass et avec le course. Manitoba a quelques bons jeux, mais beaucoup moins consistants. Il va falloir qu'ils trouvent quelque chose qui marche ici dans le quatrième quart pour essayer de donner un peu de trouble à la défense d'Alberta.
Le meilleur joueur après-midi, moi je pense que les receveurs Ben Passiak, 3 réceptions, 79 verges et 2 touchés.
Un autre touché dans la troisième quart pour Ben Passiot, comme vous dites. C'était Catalier qui l'a lancé. Un touché de 8 verges après un punt mal exécuté qui a donné le ballon à Alberta sur le 25.
Catalier waiting, being flushed out, and he'll be stopped as he'll be quickly tackled by number 55 for Manitoba. And of course, Jalen Burley in on the play, and he gets his first sack of the game.
Jalen Burley having a big game. He's seen that zone read a couple times now. He says, "I'm not letting you get out of my way."
There is a Manitoba player down on 2 knees. We'll see what number that is. I believe it may be number 55, the aforementioned Jalen Burley, who's down right now. Now he gets on 1 knee and back on both feet. So maybe a little bit of a cramp, who knows. But again, it is starting to get warmer now here in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu as we are now past midday. And the weather is supposed to reach a high of 30 degrees. Currently right now, the temperature is 24. But with the humidity, it's definitely over 30 degrees today.
Yeah, we just saw that replay, the good play by Burley. He had good technique, what coaches call a 50-50. He made sure he was in a position to stay with the quarterback if he indeed does pull the ball, which he did. Burley stuck with him and made a tackle for a loss.
Catali has 3 to his right, 2 to the backside. No one in the backfield. Catali rolling to his right now, trying to buy some time. Going crossbody, open is Blackmore now. Blackmore to the 40, 35. Blackmore dumping out, hurls his way up to the 24-yard line, and it'll be a first down and more for Team Alberta.
Yeah, they ran that roll to the right a few times now, setting up this play. They rolled hard right and threw a little slip screen back to the left. Blackmore with some nice yak yards, making a couple juke moves the chains.
Catali now from the 25-yard line. 4 to his right. Going open is Buchanan. Catches the ball. Now trying to get to the sidelines to the 20. Forced out of bounds is by number 31, Kellen Studel. And that will bring up a second down for Alberta.
Great read there by Catalier. Manitoba playing a cut defense. That is the corner down low and the halfback bailing high. Catalier read this and threw the hook to his middle receiver for an easy completion.
Wind now picking up extremely intense now, going into the faces of Team Alberta. Handoff now, and a big stop by the Manitoba front four.
Number 77, front and center on that tackle.
And of course, number 77 being Cody Baranek, having a great game. And being stopped on the play is Landon Rose, one of the rare times that he's been contained for a minimal gain.
Yeah, you know, it'll be interesting to see in this fourth quarter if this no-huddle pace does have an effect on the Manitoba defense.
3 to Catalier's left, 2 to the backside. Buchanan now trying to find space. Open is number 11. Still going along there is Ethan Kimura, who gets his second catch of the game for about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, nice third down conversion there.
But you see how balanced the attack is. Every receiver that we've mentioned has caught one ball or more in this matchup today.
Yeah, definitely. Very balanced approach here by the Alberta offense. It's what really has sustained their success. Conversely, Manitoba only realizing a few big plays and a lot of 2-and-outs. We have another injury here on the field.
That is the aforementioned Ethan Kimura, who's down on the ground right now and being tended to as we speak here.
Yeah, Kimura just caught that quick in. Takes about 1 or 2 steps downfield, comes hard across. Hard for a defender to cover. He made the catch for the big first down. Hopefully it's not a serious injury.
Inside 10 minutes of this game here, and now he's being brought up on both feet, ready to go. 10 minutes left in this game. Alberta up 30-8 over Manitoba. Bobby Michaelberg Mocon here on this lovely opening day. Sunny but humid day in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu, about 25 minutes south of downtown Montreal. And many fans are here. A lot of Alberta, Manitoba fans. We're seeing Saskatchewan fans slowly trickle into the stadium. And we'll expect even bigger crowds for Team Quebec when they play later on this afternoon into the evening session of games.
1st and 10 here for Alberta. They look to get some more points.
Catalia flushed out, and he is going to be sacked. And he is brought down by number 52 of the defense for Manitoba.
Michael Tillett.
Michael Tillett gained his sack. The starter for this D tackle gained his first sack of the game.
Michael Tillett, a big 6'4", 300 pounds, hails from Petersfield, Manitoba. Came in for the sack.
2 to the short side, 3 to the wide side of Catalia. Catalia, handoff, going up the gut, and a big tackle and a big stop as Burzek was stopped for maybe 1, if not 2 yards on the play, and by number 94, Tony Rossi.
Yeah, great play there by Tony Rossi. Shed the blocker, made himself big in the gap, makes a big tackle on 2nd down. Alberta will have a 3rd and 11 here.
And they'll bring out Catalia to kick the field goal, and he'll be kicking into the wind. Not the easiest, but we'll see if the wind has a big impact and how the direction the football will be going.
Let's see what happens here. He put the last one off the upright.
Yes, he did,
It's
and
about-
that was with the wind.
This one's a little bit longer too.
The kick is up and good. So it is now a 33-8 lead with 8:55 left here in this 4th quarter on TVGO. And of course on Football Canada, Mo Khan, Bobby Michaelberg here. Up next will be Team Saskatchewan against Team New Brunswick. Look forward to that matchup. But right now in this game, it has been all Alberta, running, passing, defense, offense, you name it, special teams included. They have used the win to their advantage, maxing out in points, and we're seeing that with this commanding lead over Manitoba.
Yeah, Alberta really firing on all cylinders now. They have 374 yards of total offense. Burzek and Suira, a little bit more of the interior runners. Izquierdo and Blackmore on the outside, with Pasiuk and Izquierdo catching some long passes as well.
McNeil has had a long morning into the afternoon so far, under center right now. McNeil. Handoff, and he'll be stopped, and none other than Jamin Pelly coming in there as they stuff Joshua Weichel for maybe a 2-yard loss on the play, but Jamin Pelly, number 55, having a big game.
Yeah, 2 Alberta defenders converged there. I think it was the tag team of Pelly and Joseph Dutton. Real nice job to snuff out that misdirection outside run play.
Pelly having a great game. You name it right now, whether it is Momoka or Pelly or even Eddie Kim, these guys have all have had an impact in this game. 3, now 4 to the left of McNeil. McNeil, 3-step drop, looking, going deep, trying to find a man open over the head, and that'll be incomplete as that was intended for number 13, Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, Manitoba actually blocked up the pressure pretty good there. They did a little bit of a stunt, a TE stunt there on the right side. Manitoba blocked it up nicely. We got it passed downfield, but coverage was up to the task.
And it'll be a punt situation coming up for Manitoba. Alberta will have potentially fantastic field position. By the way, Rose is standing literally at midfield. Landon Rose standing at midfield along with number 35, Brent Burzek. So this is going to be potentially really good real estate for Alberta.
We've got a bit of a delay on the field here.
Things have been figured out now.
I believe the play has been whistled in.
Manitoba had too many men. Now they get the man off. So it's back to being 12 man.
Ooh, great
Better
punt
kick.
here.
Rose now racing back to his 35, bouncing out to the 20, now to the 15, 10. Rose will let it bounce. No yards, no call on that. Rose, and he'll be gang tackled. Great job by Brody Williams and the coverage team for Manitoba getting down there, and as a result, Manitoba has pinned Alberta inside their own 5-yard line, and no flags on the play.
What a punt here. The returners for Alberta were just way too far up, and we'll seem to have a 65, 70-yard net. Looked like we had a no yards call. That'll only be a small 5-yard penalty as the ball was not caught on the fly.
So right now, down by 25. Obviously for Manitoba, it's a matter of building some sort of momentum here. With this game now more or less out of hand with 7:07 left, unless we see a miracle happen for Manitoba, I think it's for them to build for next game, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, you never want to give in too early. Manitoba is down 25 points, however, with just over 7 minutes remaining. It is indeed a no yards call. It is just the minor 5-yard penalty. And Alberta will be backed up all the way to their 7-yard line, 7 or 8. It'll be a good opportunity for Manitoba here to try and get a big stop, maybe push for more points on their next possession.
For Descatali, a great game for him. The receiving corps has had a fantastic game. Blackmore, Pasiuk have had monster catches as well. Catali now, for the first time, under center. Handoff, up the gut, wide open is Rose, and he'll get about 4, if not 5 yards on the play, tackled by number 55, Jalen Burley.
Yeah, that was a 67-yard net punt, actually, for any of those out there who are counting. That's definitely the longest of the day for either team. Good first down run there, and we got second and about 3.
Catalier, handoff again. Rose up the gut, grinding his way through, and he should have enough for a first down, and that will move the sticks. And a new set of downs for Team Alberta inside 6:20 left in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Landon Rose getting a couple good carries here late in the fourth quarter. That offensive line also doing some good work. Looks like it is that main starting core that started the game. Dirksick, Bandy, Hutchings, Gordon, and Gagnon.
Once again, handoff up the gut, and Rose grinding his way past the front four of Manitoba.
Yeah, Alberta electing to run the clock a little bit here, get some interior runs, although I'm a little bit surprised it's been Berzik who's been carrying the ball on the interior to this point in the game, although Landon Rose no slouch. He has that long touchdown, of course, early in the first quarter.
Rose now motioning out. Catalia rolling to his right, looking. Over the middle is Blackmore. Blackmore gets hit, avoids the first contact, and he should be very close, if not a yard short of a first down, but Blackmore again adding more to the total, and now an Alberta player down on the ground. It appears maybe Austin Gordon, number 64, the 6'2", 295-pounder who's on the ground.
Yeah, good play design there, nice creativity. You think it's a rollout, and they throw a bit of a shovel pass to the near slot defender who comes into a wing position, coming across the formation for a quick shovel pass, and it's a gain of about 9.
3rd and 1, do you go for it or you punt the ball away?
I'd like to see them go for it here. It's a very short 1 yard.
To work on a scenario if ever they're presented with this down the road in this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, they have the 25-point lead. They should have confidence in their sneak play. Even if you punt the ball here, you're giving decent field position to Manitoba. I think you might as well go for it, see if you can turn the chains and keep going on offense.
Well, they will measure it first. It should be short by a yard or so. We'll see what the measurement is. And that will be literally a football length and a half. So it is a full yard. Coach Michael Berg, what do you call?
I'm a very aggressive play caller. I'd go for it here.
It appears that you will be going for it.
You know, a lot of people think it's a risky move to go for it when you're backed up in your own end. It's actually not the case. Punting the ball deep in your own end, you're already giving up good field position as it is. Going for it here, you have a high percentage chance of keeping the possession of the ball.
Catalier bulldozing his way through the sea of legs, and they will have a first down, and the clock will continue to move along here. 4:54 left.
A very nice job to move the chains on that 3rd down quarterback sneak. They'll keep the ball. Interesting to note that with this no-huddle offense, they don't make any substitutions, not allowing the defense to substitute either. Might be wearing down on them.
Handoff again. Here is Rose. Rose barreling his way through, and he is tackled by number 7, Matthew LeMay. 4:20 left here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, good job as well by number 11 for Manitoba, cornerback Keenan Onyebuchi. He read run early, came off his receiver, came down to force Landon Rose back to the inside, allowing his defensive mates to make the tackle.
Alberta now putting the pedal to the metal.
Landon Rose again.
Up ahead, 50, and he is running, and a flag on the play coming up here, and a Manitoba player down on his knees, but Rose having a great game.
Yeah, that'll be a gain of 10. We'll see if it'll stand.
Putting his pedal to the metal right now, and it's just been a great game overall for Alberta in terms of the run, pass, and defense.
I think this one might be coming back, unfortunately. Interesting to see Alberta electing to run the ball on every down this drive. We are late in the fourth quarter.
Alberta, 10-yard penalty after yards for gain.
We have a holding call on one of the receivers downfield after the first down was gained.
A spot foul, more or less, then.
Spot foul with a first down.
Inside 4 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Alberta up 33-8. Now looking to pretty much seal this game off and potentially kill off the clock if they can, and not give Manitoba any chance with the football. Catalier. Read option. Breaks through. Open. Great catch. Up to the 50. Pushing his way through is number 10, David Mueller, and he'll be tackled enough for a first down and just shy at the midfield marker of the football field.
David Mueller getting in on the action here. He does already have 1 catch for 9. He'll add another one to his resume in this game. Alberta's still going no huddle.
Alberta really forcing the play now up by a bigger scoreline. Catalier, handoff again. Rose, he gets rocked by number 51, Brody Williams, who's had a great game for the Manitoba linebacking core.
Yeah, Brody Williams, one of 7 or 8 St. Paul's Crusaders here.
And also in attendance is of course, Brian Doby, the head coach of Manitoba, who knows these guys very well, and a guy who's recruited very well across Canada and looking to maybe recruit a couple of these Manitoba kids. Catalier rolling, waiting, going crossbody is Blackmore, and he will lose a lot of yards as he is met by Matthew LeMay, who's had 2 tackles on the series, and that will bring up third down now, and extremely long.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting to see late in this game, you see some of the same plays pop up. The teams do not have a ton of time to prepare, only a week or 2, so maybe the playbooks aren't as extensive as you're used to seeing in collegiate football and, of course, in university football. That little slipstream we've seen before, it actually went for a big gain last time, this time snuffed out for a loss.
Now Catalier will punt the ball away with 2:40 left here in this fourth quarter. And another flag. And I have not kept track of how many penalties we've had, but I believe we're approaching 14 or 15 for the game.
Yeah, play a little bit sloppy. A little bit to be expected. First game of the tournament for both teams, of course. It is Manitoba, the more penalized team, with 8 for 54 yards to this point. Alberta with 5 flags of their own.
Well, Catalier will punt the ball into the wind. Gets off a much better punt. Catching on the run, and now breaking through. And a great tackle by the Alberta special teams as they prevented a big return for
Well, good effort there by 11, Keenan Onyebuchi. Caught the ball on the run, which is not an easy thing to do when you got pressure coming down on you. Made a guy miss. Was able to return it for 8-9 yards. Manitoba will start 2 yards shy of midfield. Of course, the center line is unique to Canadian rules, Mo, with a 110-yard field.
Nothing says Canadian rules like 110 yards.
Absolutely.
Manitoba, most likely than not, the last drive of the game. McNeil, swing pass out, space to work with, and a big hit, and being forced out of bounds is number 24, Stein McIntosh, and he'd be very close to a first down on a swing pass from McNeil.
McIntosh lowers the shoulder on the defender there. Gains an extra 3-4 yards with that. And it'll be second down here. About a yard and a half to go.
Yard and a half to go, and Manitoba trying to finish off this game on a strong note, potentially putting up points. They got a lone touchdown grab from Liam Grace late in the first half, the last play more or less in the first half. McNeil, handoff, trying to gallop his way through, and he'll be tackled by a horde of Alberta players, and that'll be a loss for Stein McIntosh.
McIntosh stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Great effort by Alberta defense. Love to see Manitoba go for it here. Maybe not playing for the victory in this game at this point, but it is a long week ahead. It's important to stay confident. It's important to keep chugging hard here. Try and convert. Get something going.
It'll be third down coming up here in 2.
McNeil back in the shotgun. They seem to be going back and forth, shotgun and under center.
McNeil, 2-step drop, quick pass, caught, and a big hit, and it's dropped. As Tommy Smith-Shishin cannot hold on to it, and he gets rocked by number 22, Matt Lushishin. So we've had a lot of big hits today in this game.
Yeah, the ball just got a little bit up there. We can see the throw is a little bit high. Receiver has to elevate to get it. As a receiver, you always want to get that ball a little bit low rather than a little bit high. At least you can catch it and protect yourself. Especially if all you need is a couple yards for the first down. You're happy to catch that ball, go to the turf, make a gain of 5 or 6, move the chains.
So Catalia back at quarterback, 1:53 left here in this fourth quarter. Catalia, handoff. Berzik, he's got a hole to work with over midfield, and he will get about 6 yards on the play for the Alberta run game.
You know, very interesting to see. You always want to look late in the game when one team's trying to run the ball out, how successful they are, because it's no secret. Manitoba knows that Alberta's going to try and run. Alberta to this point has had some success. Credit the big boys up front on the offensive line.
And Berzik will be stopped by the duo of Michael Tillett and Brody Williams. So Tillett and Williams in on the play, and they stop Berzik on third down coming up here with 1:37 left here. And we'll see what they do, and it appears they will kick the ball away. They will punt the ball away with 1:37 left in this fourth quarter.
We have a timeout on the field. Clock has stopped. Still 1:37 to go. Good defensive stop by Manitoba. They'll get the ball back here off the foot of Catelier.
1:30 left now in the game as it is a running clock here. Don't forget our next game, Team Saskatchewan against Team New Brunswick. Rose, the motion man. Catelier. Good kick. Brought in at 35 now to the 40. 45 and forced out is number 11 for Manitoba. And that is none other than
Joshua Duransky.
Yeah, and
with the return. Tackle by.
That I did not catch right away. The Alberta number was quick for me, so I did not get that. I apologize.
Good effort by Duransky. Catch the ball in the air, get upfield for 10, 11 yards. Also decent coverage by the Alberta team to force him out of bounds.
So the ball will be at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, 1:13 left here for Manitoba's offense. Bryce McNeil has played from start to finish. He's got 4 to his left.
Hook and go.
Hook and go. Going open is Johnson. Caught it, and he dropped it. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah,
so
we'll have a flag here for PI, though.
Ryan Johnson had a step on number 20, Delon Creason, and unfortunately for Creason, he'll be called for PI, which will be a 15-yarder, and the 6 will move up with 1:06 left.
Well, that's one of those you try and set up throughout the game. Maybe you run hook in the first quarter, hook in the second quarter, hook in the third quarter. Now we're late in the game. You can run that hook and go. Bryce McNeil puts the ball up high in the air for his receiver to make a play. Almost came down with it, made a bit of a circus catch, but ball falls incomplete, but good effort by the receiver, and he drew the defensive pass interference.
It'll be 1st and 10 now inside Alberta territory, approaching a minute left in this game. Low snap, McNeil gets to it. McNeil throws it, picked off. Away they go, a pick 6 coming up from Matt Lushishin. Good night, Manitoba.
Oh boy, not the way Manitoba wants to end it. What a great play by Lucician, though. Break hard to the sideline on a, looked like a quick out, making a nice catch on the run. And after that, there was no one in between him and the end zone.
39-8. The Alberta defense was the tour de force from the first quarter. As you can see, Lucician ends the game on a pick 6 for the Alberta defense.
Yeah, Lucician putting the final nail in the coffin of Manitoba here today in the first opening game of this tournament. Catelier will look to kick through the extra point on this defensive touchdown.
Waiting for the snap, the whole bobble snap.
Fire, fire, fire.
And unfortunately for Alberta, they cannot finish off that sequence as sure-handed, none other than Ben Patrick could not hold on to it, and it'll be a missed extra point attempt, and we'll keep the score at 39-8 for Alberta.
Yeah, a bit of a high snap there. The holder could not handle it. Would have liked to see Manitoba try and pick that up. If you return a convert in the CFL, can you get some points, Mo?
I believe so. You know, the CFL has changed some of the rules, so I've been trying to adapt to the new rules for the CFL. But of course, in this situation here, unfortunately for Manitoba, they did not get points off of that. Alberta will kick off the ball with 50.3 seconds left in this fourth quarter. And again, Des Catali will definitely be in the ice bath after this game with what he has done. Quarterback, kicking, you name it, he's done it all today. And I'm sure he'll have a sore morning tomorrow, but he'll have to gear up for Thursday because they'll be moving on into the next round of the Canada Cup tournament here in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu.
Yeah, he's a participant of those punt, pass, and kick competitions. Is that what they're called, Mo?
Yeah, kick, pass.
Punt, pass, and kick?
Yeah, kick, punt, and pass competition.
Kick, punt, and pass?
Yeah, so I'm sure he's won a few of those in Alberta,
Yeah.
if not nationally speaking, for that matter.
Internationally. Catelier definitely the star of this game so far.
And he gets off a good kick. Fielded at the 22-yard line. Coming up now is number 11 for Manitoba, and that is Keenan Onyebuchi, who gets that return. A good return for him with 39 seconds left in the game. So 39 seconds left in the game, and we'll gear up for the Team Saskatchewan, Team New Brunswick. It was scheduled for 1 p.m. kickoff now, but it may be slightly delayed by, I would say, a half an hour, if not an hour, for the proper warm-ups to be given to both teams. As, again, the big story for Alberta, if there is a unique situation, is Alex Noel, the backup quarterback, got hit early in the second half and had to be carted off, and which resulted in a half-an-hour delay. So we'll see what they do. McNeil, quick pass, caught over the midfield point and tackled over the 50-yard line is number 10 for Manitoba.
Number 30 there.
Number 30.
Brandon Friesen.
Brandon Friesen.
Looked like a little quick slant out of the backfield for Manitoba. Might have been an in-game adjustment. Here we can see the running back come out, quick slant, settle over the middle, and the linebackers had vacated. Leaves a big hole.
Timer, please reset the game clock to 16 seconds.
Nice game by Friesen there.
So Manitoba should potentially get off 2 more plays in this game before they call it a morning/afternoon. It feels like a 3-hour game, even though it's a 2.5-hour game because of the delay. But for these guys, they're going to have to rest up, refocus, watch film, and correct the mistakes that they made and get ready for Thursday for both of these teams.
Yeah, big discrepancy in offensive stats here. Manitoba just 6 first downs, 48 rushing yards, 91 passing yards for a total of 121. 55 more on penalties. However, that pales in comparison to Alberta's 429 yards of total offense here this morning in Saint Jean.
Well, as they get things sorted out here, Alberta will move on, and they will now await their next opponent. Don't forget, we'll have Saskatchewan, New Brunswick at 4 o'clock, which will be now pushed back slightly it will be Team Quebec White against, they will play the 7:30 game, my apologies. At 4 o'clock, it will be Team Quebec Blue taking on Team Nova Scotia, then the defending champion Ontario taking on Team Quebec White. McNeil over the middle, caught, big hit, and a big catch by number 5, Liam Grace. The lone touchdown catch for Manitoba this afternoon. Penalty in the play coming up.
Yeah, good to see Manitoba not go down without a fight here. They're playing until the last tick. A couple first downs here late in the fourth quarter.
Unnecessary roughing the passer. Alberta, 15 yards.
Now they'll move that ball up 15 more due to a roughing the passer penalty in the backfield on that last play.
Well, most certainly this team was very impressive, and whoever they face in the next round will have their hands full for Team Alberta, because that front forward on the defense was fantastic.
We'll get one more play here. Of course, you cannot end the game on a defensive penalty. Manitoba will get one more crack at putting some more points up.
So McNeil will have maybe one chance at the end zone. Alberta playing a prevent defense. McNeil looking, stepping up, waits, hesitates, now being forced out. He'll throw it, and it is caught by Liam Grace, and that will be it. Alberta will move on in the Canada Cup as they win 39-8 over Team Manitoba. A quick look at the stats here for this game. And Des Catalier, 252 yards passing, 3 TDs. You look at the passing receivers. Blackmore, fantastic game, 4 catches. Patrick, 3 catches for 79 yards, 2 TDs. The entire offense was balanced. The entire offense had a say in the game. Quite remarkable how well they did.
Yeah, Catalier definitely the star of this game. 17 completions in 27 attempts, 252 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. He hails from Calgary, Alberta. Plays for St. Francis High School at the moment. You mentioned Blackmore, Pasia Izquierdo with 4, 3, and 3 receptions respectively. Izquierdo also had 4 carries. Berzik, Sawira, and Landon Rose, the workhorses on the ground. They've all rushed for more than 30 yards apiece.
Well, that is it from now. We will take a quick break here as you can see the teams shake hands as Alberta wins 39-8. Stay tuned for game number 2 of 4 as Team Saskatchewan will take on Team New Brunswick in the middle afternoon game before we head into the evening session of matchups. Bobby Michaelberg Mocon will be back very shortly for the preview of New Brunswick against Saskatchewan. Stay tuned.
After the handshake ceremony, please line up on your own 50-yard line, close to the stands. We ask that both teams from the next game please stay in the end zone. Et maintenant, pour la sélection des joueurs par excellence. And now for the MVP of the games. As selected by Mr. Cameron Graisler from the Football Canada. La présentation va être faite. Presentation will be done by Mr. Pat Sheehan, head coach of Queen University. For Manitoba, offensive MVP with 3 passes caught for 48 yards and a touchdown, number 5, Liam Grace.
You're simply the best.
For the defensive player, 3.5 tackles, 1 QB sack, number 55, Jalen Burley. Et maintenant pour l'équipe gagnante, we ask Mr. Wayne Harris, University of Calgary head coach, to make the presentation. Offensive MVP with 17 out of 27 passes for 252 yards and 3 TD, number 15, Desmond Catelier.
Their first drive of the second half.
And now for the defensive MVP. With 2 tackle and a batted ball, number 95, Tyrese Best. And now we're giving the microphone back to Tyler Eves for the interview.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our 2 teams, Alberta and Manitoba. Congratulations on winning MVP. How confident are you in your team this year?
Very confident. I mean, we've executed all the plays in practice. We showed it here today in the game, and we're looking good going forward.
Going to make it to gold?
I think so.
Well, good luck. Congratulations once again to our 2 teams, Alberta and Manitoba. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Here's Taylor Eves for the Football Canada Cup.
Bonjour à tous et bienvenue à la Coupe-Football Canada 2015, le championnat annuel des moins de 18 ans réunissant les athlètes élites du Canada. Nous sommes très fiers de pouvoir accueillir et voir la relève du football québécois et canadien en pleine action sur le terrain du stade Alphonse Desjardins pour ce grand rassemblement de notre jeunesse. Félicitations aux quelques 1300 athlètes, entraîneurs et membres du personnel de soutien qui ont atteint ce niveau de compétition et qui prennent part à la Coupe Football Canada cette année. Nous tenons à remercier les nombreux parents, supporters et futurs joueurs qui sont dans les estrades aujourd'hui. Il serait impossible d'organiser un événement de ce calibre sans votre appui. Il est important de souligner le travail accompli par tous les bénévoles dans les régions et les ligues participantes. C'est grâce à eux que ces nombreux jeunes joueurs ont l'opportunité de participer